Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Season 2 of Farming Simulator 17. And if you guys caught it at the end of the last episode, you're probably shaking your head, you're probably yelling at me. I never changed the crop type, so I planted a field of sunflowers. Now, I got corn down there, but sunflowers. Kinda hard to make silage out of that. So you know what that means? It means we're gonna have to purchase something else. So I've been doing some more field work for some of the guys around here. I feel like a rule that I'm gonna put in place is that I have to work the field 100%. So you know, if I go over here up to this field, I'm gonna have to go through the ditch bit. Ooh, should be a driveway there, but I know it's over by the farm. If I go over here, yeah, I have to work this 100%, so I think it's 10 times in order to be able to buy it. So it's going to lower the cost, it's going to gain me some money, but it's also going to make me work for whatever fields I might purchase. So I think it's a fair exchange. But of course, we're going to have to purchase something here. So let's see, this... So that only does fertilizer. This guy here, so it's for the Acros 595. Is that what we have? I think it is. Yeah. So this is the one it's designed for. So, I mean, there's no two ways around it. We're gonna have to purchase it. And I'll have to take the combine down there to pick it up. The other thing I want to look at is... Let's see, that mod should be... Is it not giving me the option to repair? Or do I need that workshop on the farm in order to do it? Because I thought I always had the option to repair things. Well, it's probably something that we need to do. I'm really glad I worked up all that hay. If you remember, I was going to cut the meadow down, which I did. And worked it all up into hay. So we've got a full thing of hay here because I was actually empty. I was down to the last little bit in here, and after I'd fed the cows, so... It was something we needed. Got almost all the straw over there taken care of. And I think we got plenty of grass for now, so we should be good, at least for the moment. I think this is the last time we're going to harvest it like this. We're going to be switching to bales pretty quick, because when we can start mixing, I think bales are going to be a little easier to work with for the mixer. So, and we may end up getting a hay loft and seeing what we can do with that, because I know there's a structure in the game called the hay loft for storing things, and I think it's actually vanilla. I don't think it's a mod. Yeah, right here. Hay loft, storage space for hay and straw. So it'll take bales and it'll take regular stuff. So I think we're gonna store our bales in here, and I think that'll work out. We're also going to probably put up another one of these when we get, if we start running out of space. Oh, this guy's actually staying where he should be. Because this guy is going to get full. And I like the aspect of keeping all machinery in storage like this. You know, keeping everything in neat working order. And, well, protecting it. Should be worth more now, right? But I'm gonna have to look into that mod for repairing stuff, because I feel like we need to do that. But I need to let everything grow so we can go and get ourselves some silage. Although we will probably harvest the sunflowers, and we got soybeans on the third field. I'll probably do that first. There we go. I'm gonna say I should be able to drop that down. So I'm gonna take this guy down to the shop, which it's gonna take a while. And meet you guys back when, well, for something, either for harvesting soybeans, or I should say sunflowers, or for the corn. Or maybe for repairing if I get that to work. So I'll be back, guys. Alright guys, I feel like I should take you along here. I kind of said that if I had to go to new places, I'd bring you along. So this is headed kind of in the general direction where we picked up the animals. So we just took that road over there. And by the way, this tractor struggles a bit with this tipper when it's full. So the next round, I'm not sure how well this is going to work. It's going to take you long for it. So it may end up not working out so well. But we are headed to the farm shop, which I have never been to yet. Figured we might as well check it out. I'm guessing it's right over there, kind of. Man, these are some big meadows areas here. Could really work up some fields if you wanted to. Okay, so there's an ATM right there. So we gotta go up the road a little bit here. We should probably get on the right side of the road. Or those are some nasty driveways to have to get out of. Pretty steep. Oh, okay, it must be right back in there. So if I go back in here. Okay, so you can drop chickens here. Looks like there's pallet and fertilizer spot here. Here's our tipping point, I think. See if it lets us unload here. And it does. Perfect. 51,000 in one shot. So you do have liquid manure. I think that's, you can sell it there. Oop, pause. So you got room for silage. You can sell wood here. Looks like you can sell wood chips as well. Yep, unload and sell wood chips here. What was I getting for a... Oh, okay, it gets rid of the unload here, that's why. There's fuel here. Oh, you could refill the tipper here. So I don't know if it's a change in the mod or how that works, but... Or no, actually I think we could do that before, it's just it was more expensive. That we can refill the tippers off of those sell points. So that would be really easy for the way we used to have it, where we could just take a tipper, fill it up, we wouldn't have to load anything, we could do it without that mod that we were using, but the only problem is then your fertilizer and your seeds are stationary. You know, there's one point you have to come back to every time. Whereas the auger wagons we're going to use, we can keep it mobile. Those are some good looking power lines. Yeah, they look pretty good. Got fields all the way along here. You got meadow that you can turn into fields. There's so much potential. But we gotta purchase some fields around us first. So don't waste all the episode doing this. I'll meet you guys back at the farm when we're taking off for our next load. Alright, so I have the sunflowers loaded up, and we are headed on a bit of an adventure. See, our fields are cleaned off except for the corn down here. So we are headed this way, which is a direction we have not gone, except for to the spinnery for dropping off wool. Which reminds me, I think we've almost got 2 pallets worth, so I think we got close to $30,000 in wool sitting there. To keep that in mind if we need that in the future here. But this way is definitely the very opposite of the map going that way. So that way is a lot of farm fields, a lot of meadows, a lot of towns. This way is the forestry way. And you'll notice right away that the trees start coming in and the road's gonna get a bit dicey. We're headed to the quarry. We might as well see the sights as we go here. For the most part, it's gonna be a lot of dirt roads, except for this main road for a little while here. I'm gonna remember exactly the way I need to go. You can see where we're trying to get to up to the quarry there. Really, unfortunately, there isn't that many good ways of going. I could take that one. I think I see the direction I want to go. Okay, so we gotta be careful here because the road's gonna get a little dicey in here. And it's a bit of a long drop. It's about to get really steep, I think. I've gone this way once before, and I think it was just with a pickup truck, because I wanted to explore the map. This is before I started recording on this map, so really haven't done it much. This is the way I want to go. I want to see if we can make this climb. And if we can't, then we're going to have to try to go the other way. Oh boy. 2 miles an hour. Did I mention it's going to be a slow climb? Oh, we're almost there. Oh, 3 miles an hour. We're going faster. And I also saw on the other road that I took, the other way, which I think doesn't have quite as steep of places here. There was actually some trees that were across the road. Like they included in the map where they just dropped the tree down. Which I thought was a really neat feature that they added in here. So yeah, we got another hill right here. This one's a little less steep, but still gonna slow us way down. Well, I headed the right way. Yeah, we're gonna want to veer off to the right a little ways here. And then take a left at a fork. Oop, I want to keep that up there. So we probably want to go this way. Okay, this is going to take a while, isn't it? The forest in this area, this is a beautiful area. I think if we're going to start doing some forestry, which we will, we're going to have to find a nice place like this, so we got our equipment set up a long ways from home. And when we start working on it, we're just going to have to drive out there with a truck or something and do some work. Not really fond of the mindset to just skip over there. I think we should have to drive to wherever we're going. This is still really steep. Like, really steep. And while we're climbing up here, I might as well mention the fact that, remember how I was trying to repair the vehicles? Well, I should have read the patch notes. See, I constantly, with how many mods I have installed in this game, I constantly have to upgrade, update mods every so often. And hold on a minute, guys. I think I hear my little one crying here. I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, sorry about that. I'm the only one home right now, so she was asleep and she wasn't asleep anymore. But everything's good. She's sleeping again. As I was saying, I have to update mods from time to time. Quite often, actually. And one of the mods that updated recently was the vehicle repair mod. And of course, being me, I didn't read the patch notes. I just installed the new version. I looked at the patch notes, and what do you know? You can only repair your vehicles at the workshop. So we're gonna have to put in and build a workshop, and we are cruising here. To the point where I'm kind of worried that we're gonna wipe out here. I'm not even pressing the gas, I'm just coasting. I think we need to go, yeah, this way. Oh, this is cool here. Got the trees all logged out. Kind of makes for a nice touch. Feels like a logging area. And here's the quarry. Try to slow down here. It's a neat looking area. Kind of what you would expect from a rock quarry. So what kind of a price can we get for these guys? I think it was almost better than the bean price. And total comes out to being 44,000, which isn't bad for a not quite full load. So I'm gonna take this back. I'm gonna have to get the chopper portion. I just realized we're probably gonna have to unhook and use a different tractor for putting it into the bunker when we get to that point. But I'll meet you guys back there because I've probably got a 8-9 minute drive back home. Okay, so to wrap things up, it's time to have a little bit of fun. But I kind of mean that sarcastically. Well, it's finding that. Perfect. We've got up and down. Sounds pretty good. So what I really want to know, because before you could not do this, am I able to hire a worker for this? Well, that is not ideal. I'm not entirely sure what it's trying to do. Let's undo that. Let's turn off the alternative helper. Let's just see what happens when I hire the regular one. Just see if we can get someone. Oh yeah. So this is something you couldn't do before. You had to drive it all yourself, whereas now I can just line it up and let it go, and at least for the pass I don't have to worry about steering it. So that actually works out pretty slick. Unfortunately, it's going to take some time to do this, because you see I'm only, what, half a pass down? Not even. I'm at 12% already. There's a lot of silage on this field. A lot. Well, this is going to take a while. So, I hope you guys enjoyed how this episode worked out, where we were doing some traveling. I originally was going to do more with the silage, but figured since we had a couple places new that we could go, thought you wouldn't mind a trip around the map a little bit, just to kind of check out some of the other places. You know what? I was just thinking. Oh, apparently 6 miles per hour is the maximum speed for this. I was hoping maybe if I turned up the cruise control it would go faster, but unfortunately that's not the case. So we're at 26%. I don't know how many passes it's going to take here to fill this up. I know we got a little extra from the other end where the helper decided it was going to go make some circles in the middle of the field. It looks like it's going to be about a third of a pass and maybe 3 passes for full. That sounds about right. So we're going to hit, what, 34, 35? 34. So I want to see what it does here. Okay, so we're trying to turn this. No, we're going to turn that way. We're going to run into that tree. Unfortunately, to make this work, I'm either going to have to take a bunch of the headlands off, or I'm just going to have to turn it around each time. This is one case where I wish it was, it had a front axle that would steer on the front of that trailer, but beggars can't be choosers, right? So I might as well line her up and press H and let her go. And clean off that edge, and I guess I'll start filling the bunkers. I'm going to start with the bunker right next to the cows there, and from there I probably won't do the one up by the field just because that one's, I kind of feel like that one goes with that field, so when we buy it we can use it. But I've got the 3 of them, I think there is, by the farm itself, kind of near the meadow there, so we've got extra storage that we can move stuff there. And I'm pretty sure if the time comes we finish out that bunker and we got some extra in the bunkers towards the shed, we could load a bunch of the silage up and take it up there and just dump it in the bunker so it's near the cows. But with that, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up this episode here, and I'm going to keep taking this off. In the next episode we're going to take a look at 2 things. Number 1, TMR rations for silage for cows if we can get there, and number 2, we're going to probably have to talk poop. I know it's a fun subject, but we're going to have to talk it, because we've got an abundance of it at the cow farm. So thank you all for watching, and as always, take it easy.